basics of Hinduism in textual evidence and in the practice of everyday Hindus. In this week's episode of Aaradhna, Swami Chidatamananda looks at some more foundational beliefs of Hinduism with Mr. Anand Atal. Here's this week's interview.
Swami Chidatamananda, namaskar.
Pranam,
I'd like
ji.
to welcome you
Thank you very
to
much.
Aaradhna program once again. And in this session, Swamiji, I'd like to discuss with you some of the basics of Hinduism. As you know, Hinduism is perceived in the West as very ancient and very old, unchanging religion. And it is not definitely the truth. Actually, Hinduism is very, the basic
Flexible.
flow of metaphysical thoughts in there, they are most unchanging. And therefore, I like you to express some of the fundamental precepts of Hinduism which all of us should know.
First thing is, Hindu, the word itself tells that he or she is a Hindu who is not living a low life with low base, mean, degraded values or entertaining low thoughts and emotions. They don't want that. They always want to entertain higher thoughts, universal thoughts, higher emotions like love, compassion, and good feelings of togetherness, and live and lead a life inspired by very high, noble, great ideals and values. That is a Hindu. Let me tell you, in the Hindu Dharma, the first alphabet, if we take the H, it stands for the harmony of all religions. The first instance itself is oneness of all religions with equal respect. Hindus have always said the same God in Hinduism is Jesus, is Allah, is Nanak, is Vaheguru, is every religion's God, same God. They have always said, they have immediately accepted that the other God of other religions and their God is one and the same because of their universal awareness and understanding. But how much openness others do have in accepting the same thing, we have to know and understand. See, it is the harmony of all religions. They embrace everybody as one and the same. But methodologies are different, routes are different, approaches are different, that's all. But we all go to one place. We all live one life. It is one consciousness. So, harmony of all religions. And when we look at the alphabet I, that tells us about the inspiration that we should have in order to live a higher life, very high life. The enthusiasm with which we should live. There needs to be enthusiasm in life which adds to the creative potential of the individual. So that inspired living is necessary. That inspiration is very much necessary. And when we look at the word N, then we will understand that we have to shun all the negativities, all the negative emotions, all the negative thoughts, thinking ill about the person, thinking of doing any harm to the other person. And also, this N also is for non-injury. Not injuring anybody, not only through actions, but also through words, but also through thoughts also. Because thought also is very powerful instrument. If we unnecessarily focus the thought energy towards another person, we will be harming the person. Rather than blessing the person, we will be harming. So, in thoughts also, Hindus don't injure others. Where is the question of injuring anybody in the form of actions? They don't. Self-defense is different. When somebody is attacking them, self-defense is different, as any individual will do it. But they themselves never, the Dharma itself says, never injure anybody. Thoughts, words, deeds. Never try to do that. And then D stands for doctrine of karma. Like Newton's third law of motion, whatever you do, it will come back and rebound to you. Every action has got an equivalent and opposite reaction. So, if you give love to others, love will come back to you. If you do good to others, good will come back to you. If you help others, help will come back to you. If you assist others, assistance will come back to you. So, whatever you do, it will come back to you. That is the doctrine of karma. So, what you want to come back to you? Everybody wants the joy, peace, success, progress, help, assistance, love, recognition, name, fame. Everybody wants this. Everybody wants only this to come back to them and these things to be enjoyed. If this is the thing, not only desires will make you experience these things, but also your deeds also. So, through thoughts, through words, through deeds, if you give these things to others, they will come back to you in much more abundance. Because nature also likes to respond to the people who are following this life of giving. And U stands for unity of existence, that we are all united. In existence, there is only one truth and we are all united. There is only one cord that is connecting all of us. And then D stands for dharma. Dharma is actually the energy in the individual. Dharma is that because of which the creation was created. By following certain laws, certain principles, the creation is created. Sun is functioning like sun, moon is functioning like moon, planets are functioning like them. That because of which everything is in its place, following its nature, following its course of action, and making this creation a rhythmic functioning of the cosmic plan, unfolding cosmic plan, that is dharma. So, if I also manifest dharma through my actions, words, thoughts and deeds, then what happens is my individual energy, cosmic energy, both vibrate with the same wavelength. Then I and that become one. Then nature also responds to me, cosmos also responds to me. So that dharma, individual duties, social duties, religious duties are also dharma. Various duties that I have to perform towards myself, towards my family, towards my profession, towards my business, towards my friends, towards the society, towards the gods that are taking care of the universe, towards the nature, environment and all that. So, this is like duties also, this is like energy also, this is like making everybody gain the higher potential also, dharma. Then H stands for one beautiful harmonious type of atmosphere. Everybody lives in harmony. Allow everybody to live in harmony. Let there be harmony, not disharmony. Let there be synchronicity. Let everybody come together for a common goal, common purpose. That is very important. So that harmonious living is indicated in H. When we say dharma, alphabet A stands for the Atman, that real thing which is there in all of us. And then R stands for the absolute reality, the reality. What is the reality? That reality is nothing but the supreme consciousness. Then when we look at the M, that M stands for meditation, through which we will manifest the highest power in us, meditation, and reach and attain greater levels, and also that peaceful vibrations which we send around to all of us, that meditation. And A stands for authority. Authority in Hinduism is not based upon one particular book, but there are so many scriptures. Itihasas are there, Puranas are there, Vedas are there, Upanishads are there, Prakarana Granthas are there. So many evolved individuals, hundreds and hundreds of evolved individuals came together. They brought out whatever is the richness of experience they have. They discovered the truths of the creation, the truths of the cosmic consciousness, they brought out. So the entire Hinduism is a way of life based upon all these things. Once we know these things, that there is truthfulness that is taught in Hinduism, honesty is taught in Hinduism, loving people selflessly is taught in Hinduism, selfless love, not expecting anything in return. Meaning when our actions become rewards in themselves, when I enjoy the way in which I do the action, I enjoy the action itself. There is no need for me to wait to enjoy the result. The action itself is done with so much of joy that the result will automatically follow the action. Hinduism also teaches how to face the negativities in life. Suppose I have committed something in the past, suppose that is coming back to me, how to face it. It teaches one of the most brilliant thoughts. It says, whatever we experience in this world, we experience only as a thought in our mind. as a thought only. If I gain profit also, first that falls into my mind as a thought, and then only I identify with it, recognize it, and say I have profit. Otherwise, I might have got profits, but I am not conscious of that, I don't experience it. Suppose I have invested money in my shares, and then shares have gone down, I suffered losses, but I don't know that I am having a celebration and a party. So that this is a normal example. This means what? Unless and until I get that thought, and I look at that and identify with that, I don't undergo that experience. So then the Hinduism says, if that is the case, when there is evil that you are facing, misery that you are facing, and difficulties that you are facing, why become identified with them and sit and say that, no, I have no potential and my life is like this, I am suffering and all that. Withdraw your mind from that thought and then focus on some other thought, divine thought or some other thought. The moment you shift your attention from that thought and focus on some other thought, this thought will have no power to trouble you. No power to trouble you. So this way you can safeguard yourself from various things that you experience and always focus on the positivity only. Then it also teaches the love with which we should serve the poor, serve the various downtrodden people, see God in themselves. Same God is there in everybody. See the God and feel that you are serving the God in them, not as a human beings. So that also is taught in Hinduism. So when we look at these things, it is a very, very intelligent, evolved, high way of living, which makes the individual complete in oneself. And also, one of the most beautiful things is how to be contented with whatever one has. Whatever one has. How to remain in contentment and not to unnecessarily hoard more or crave for more. Attaining and achieving is good. If you have more, how to share with people, how to care people. So all these things are there. So many more things are there in Hinduism.
Because you see the unity in all of them, they are just like you. So therefore, there is no need to hoard it. You can share whatever you have.
Yes.
So you are basically telling Hindus, a Hindu philosophy, Hindu dharma, inspires you to follow the highest ideals.
Yes.
Now, the one question comes to my mind: why does it not influence us in day-to-day life? What is the force which is affecting us not to accept these very high noble principles?
Only thing is, to a common person, they should be told in a normal, reachable, understandable manner, so that the individual finds that desires, wishes, wants, goals, ideals can be fulfilled by following this dharma. If this way it has to be related, once this is related to a common man, so common person wants to fulfill so many things, wants to achieve so many things, but still sometimes finds that, how to achieve them. Not only local influence and manipulation and these things will not be enough. That is not the right way also. But how to increase and enhance our capability and eligibility, how to become eligible, how to deserve these things, not only desire. Hinduism teaches about that. So we only desire, but how to deserve these things, how to make the desire manifest its potential and realize the desire. So that also is said. So it has to be related to a common man's life. Once this is related and the common man understands in the normal language, then I think everybody will be inspired by this.
And of course, there will come a time when all of us will not only understand it, but we will live by the same ideals. And then our karmas are probably our best, without saying anything, our karmas will show to our fellow human beings, to our children.
Yes.
That. And then it becomes a representative thing for all of them. How do we teach this thing to very young children we have?
Through the form of various, we have got some sessions, like our Chinmaya Mission has a Bala Vihar program, where they give the chanting of the sloka, the meaning of the slokas, and also how to apply in their lives. Right from the young age itself, they teach how to live a life of togetherness, love, and then how to control the mind, how to manage the emotions, how to not give in to reactions, how to only respond, also symbolism of all the religious rituals, the scientific explanation, the spiritual explanation, all this is given to the children itself. Once they know, you should attend some graduation ceremonies of the Balavihars. They will feel when they go to colleges, when they go to schools to study, they know how to concentrate, they know how to find rest, and when they are tired, how to relax, they know how not to get tensed up. When they are in difficult situation, they know where to invoke, how to get the source of energy, power. They know how not to function like a reacting individual, giving into anger, giving into frustration, giving into disturbances, how to manage them. They know all these things. So when they know that in life they can achieve all these things by practicing, they will continue to do that when they become youngsters, and when they become elders, they will also teach the children also that.
Swamiji, I like to thank you so much for making all these very complex concepts very clear for our viewers.
I am also very happy that the way in which you have put this discussion together shows your wisdom and experience. I am thankful to you.
Namaskar.